Hi, this is Emily. This is my video on blockchain. I'm going to be focusing on Thailand as my favorite country and SDG 1, no poverty. So the first slide talks about what is blockchain. Blockchain is a system of recording information in a way that makes it difficult to cheat or change the system. Some technological characteristics it has is cryptography, which is a method of securing data from unauthorized access, decentralization, transfer of control and decision-making from a centralized entity to a distributed effort. Consensus, procedure where blockchain networks reach a common agreement about the distributed ledger and who is using blockchain. Some main industries that use blockchain are the travel industry, healthcare, finance, and education. For the job, I focused on blockchain developers. A short description about it is it's where they secure digital transactions by creating systems to record and store blockchain data in a way that prevents changes or hacks. Some skills that you need to have to be a blockchain developer is skill in web design, development, and programming of apps. The average salary for a blockchain developer is $143,000 per year, or $73.33 per hour. Where are they using blockchain? I mainly just talked about how the integration of blockchain would be into cities because I think that's where it's going to be more prevalent. Some of the things that's gonna be integrated would be security and personal data that's collected. It'd be easier for solar-powered homes to automatically trade surplus energy or electricity. And they'll have like really easy stuff for people living in cities and stuff, which is real-time information on waste containers, trash cans, stuff like that. 3 application areas. The healthcare used to keep and exchange patient information through hospitals, pharmacies, and physicians. The Internet of Things, freight transportation uses an IoT-enabled blockchain that can store temps, position, arrival times, and status of shipping containers. Smart contracts, programs on a blockchain that run when conditions of the smart contract conditions are met. Some other things that I added on the side were money transfers, smart contracts, IoT, personal identity, security, and healthcare. Why are they using blockchain? The strengths, highly resistant to technical failures and malicious attacks. It's extremely unlikely that the data can be reversed. They use mining. It negates the risk of trusting a single party like banks and etc. Weaknesses it has, it's a few potential attacks that could enable 50% of the Bitcoin network to be controlled, which is like an example. The second one is since it's extremely unlikely to be reversed, making any changes very demanding. Some opportunities it has, cryptocurrency jobs, quality engineer, UX designer. Some threats are, like I said before, the cyber attacks, fraud, code exploitation, stolen keys, which are personal digital signatures. Employee computers could be hacked, not necessarily from the core servers. When do you see the mass adoption of blockchain? Organizations that are using blockchain are still in the early stages. 12% use blockchain, while 34% are not learning about its uses. Barriers to mass adoption of blockchain: transactions amount and who is paying executes a smart contract every time, which will affect the cost barrier. Regulations and compliance: big industries that deal with finances might not be as interested because of the complexity of data sharing across it. How to apply blockchain for SDGs in Thailand. Blockchains can help developing countries like Thailand. They can serve as banks to the unbanked. It allows access to financial services for free, lending and borrowing money to make passive income or start a line of credit. The immutability of the digital ledger can fight corruption because most people in extreme poverty, it pushes them to be in environments to where it could lead to corruption and where they would possibly allow corruption to go on. Blockchain can help digitalize all the archives and documents, while voting using blockchain can be monitored to avoid tampering. 2 truths and a lie. One weakness of blockchains is a few potential attacks that could cause 50% of the data to be controlled. B, a threat to blockchains does not employ computers being hacked. C, blockchains can help developing countries by being a bank to the bankless.